Mike Benke is one of the organisers and joins us now. Good morning, Mike.
Good morning, Cam, and good morning, team. How are you?
Good. Okay, we've got two other people on the other side of the desk here been scratching their heads for the last 60 minutes or so. I have to ask the question because a lot of people will be asking, what is Khanacross?
Well, Cam, basically a Khanacross is a low-speed motorsport event. It's organised under CAM's Confederation of Australian Motorsport regulations. So it's a fully supervised event, and what it does is it allows people perhaps who don't have the opportunity to get out and compete in full motorsport events to come and, as you say, test themselves. They can bring any vehicle from a road vehicle to a Khanacross special or a rally car, so we get a good variety of vehicles. And as you said earlier, kids as young as 12 are permitted to compete in these events, which is great because what it does is it gives them the opportunity not only to get out and do something that is pretty exciting, but also from a young age it gives them the the opportunity to learn car control techniques, learn to work under supervised conditions, all that sort of thing, which as you know yourselves, can only benefit people on our roads. So
I find that was the most interesting thing I found about this. It's aimed at younger people, 12 years of age. Obviously, these kids don't have their licences, so how does that work?
Well, basically, what happens is that the younger competitors are permitted to have a passenger in the vehicle with them to give them a bit of guidance. Basically, all competitors need to gain an entry-level CAMS licence, which we can sort out on the day.
Just for people who don't know, CAMS is Confederation of Australian Motorsport.
That's right. Yes. And basically, we aim the events at entry level. That's not to say that Joe Blow off the street can't bring his car out and have a run himself, but we're very much focused on getting new people into the sport, new people into the car club, and trying to build that base from a very early age because it is a great family-orientated sport. So.
Now, Mike, when I rolled into Mix 106 this morning, I was a little bit behind schedule and got into the car park and there was Carly Wilson in her Canberra Capitals car that had taken up 3 spots.
Lies.
I had to swing around the side.
It's at 45 degrees.
Now,
it's a disgrace.
Hopefully you can accommodate Carly down there tomorrow. But what kind of tips do you give out to people? Like, do you pass them on to help them get better, or what kind of things do you do?
Look, well, basically what we do is the event is run over an open area that we set up a course, and we set up the course with markers. The markers are expendable to a point, so if you're not the greatest driver in the world, that's not the end of the world. We tend to sort of keep the courses safe.
So Carly's fine?
You might want to tell Carly that you do have to start and finish in what we call a garage that's marked out. So if you can't park that well, you might want to get some practice.
This is completely unfair. I am taking a photo and posting it on the Mix 106 website so you can see. No!
Mike, this is something that, and I was saying to the guys, and I'm not going to say where I did it, but a couple of weeks ago, I took my 13-and-a-half-year-old daughter out into an area and I showed her emergency braking. I put her behind the wheel and instructed her on the push-pull steering method and all that sort of stuff. We've been talking about driving for a long, long time because it's really such a responsibility. And for mine, and I've said this all along, people just aren't the testing isn't vigorous enough to get a licence and all that sort of thing. It's only going to make people think about their driving and be safer when they have a crack at these sorts of events.
Absolutely, and the important thing to remember, Cam, is that a lot of people, if they get in trouble on the road, it's already too late. They don't know what to do. Yeah. And the idea with these events is that it gives people a chance to experience, a car sliding around and trying to move the vehicle around obstacles and things like that in a controlled environment, in an open area where if they make a mistake, they're not going to run into something. So we very much try and encourage people to have a go and enjoy themselves, within reason, of course, but we certainly, the reason we get involved in these events and the reason I'm organising this series is because I like to see the people enjoying themselves, and that's what it's all about.